Bitcoin, we start with 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can analyze the chart. First of all, if we refer to what analyzes, in my last video, since the price was within this move, I mentioned we can expect the price drop to somewhere between 37930, following with 37190. Almost the price is there. Okay, now want to see what's the next, whether we can look for continuation or not. First of all, if we put this low in relative to the previous one, we see we have a divergence based on the first indicator, then the MACD also showing us the divergence, right? Now we want to see whether we can call this one as the ABC, three waves structure, and we can expect the price to reverse, or we can expect this one turn to a flat, and this one can turn to a deeper move. All right, we want to see how we can, how we have been looking for the chart. First of all, notice the way they are moving, the chart is moving, it's really corrective, all right? But we try to look for the trade, and as I mentioned in my last analysis, if it's moving in our direction, we take the trade. If not, we just take with the trade. We need to have a proper management as long as the price haven't break this zone, all right? Because right now we are within this correction. We want to see whether we can see the breakout or not. Because if we refer to our analysis, at the first stage, we have been looking for the flat and we have been looking for the reversal, and exactly this is what we get. Right now, we want to see whether we can look for continuation and the price can break this structure, I mean the correction, or we can expect the price and even drop and retest the previous low. Okay. And right now, the only thing, the way we're looking at this, we want to see whether we can look at this one as a flat and can we expect to get one move up or not. This is what we're looking for. That we want to see whether we can look for buy or not. I need to highlight that it doesn't mean the price cannot drop. Okay, do we want to, the way we are looking at the structure, we try to follow the charts. And right now I'm looking at this as a flat. Okay. And if I move to forward chart, it will be more clear. And again, first of all, at the first stage, we have been looking for the flat and we get this reversal in relative to this. Technically, we can expect even the price drop one more. That means this correction turn to a more complex correction. Now, the only thing is whether this is the start of the down move, because I mentioned in my last analysis, we cannot call this one as a three wave ABC. We don't have the divergence. That's why there is a possibility we get one move up. And in that case, we can put this move in relative to this as a flat. All right, and there is a possibility we get one move up and we want to see whether we can look for trade or not. All right, whether we're going to get the one move up or the price is going to drop. This is what we're looking for. That's why if we refer to our analysis, we put our fib here. I mean, we mentioned how deep the price can go, and exactly right now the price is within the zone we have been expected, because at that time, since the price was within this move, we didn't see the reversal. And the another things we highlighted that even if the price reverse from here, we need to see the breakout of this zone, which is somewhere between 41K and 42,400. Okay, because mostly if the price cannot break this zone, even if the price reverse, we can expect the price to drop. All right. Now, how to look for the trade based on forward chart? We don't. If I remove everything, we don't have any trade set up yet. And what I'm expecting, we can exceed the internal flat, and this one can turn to a deeper move. All right, because based on forward chart, we cannot look for the indicators for the divergence. All right. Anyway, we move to forward 1 hour chart, and as we mentioned, the price dropped to almost the zone we had it, but right now we don't have any reversal. Okay, if we get any trade setup for buy from now, we will take it. Okay, before we talk about the trade setup, first things, we don't have any trade setup, and if the price consolidate here, similar to what we have here, mostly we are going to look for the internal flat, and we can expect the price to drop. Even the price can break this zone, because as what we were expected, the price drop to this zone. The only thing is we want to see whether we can get the reversal or not. If we get a reversal as a sharp move flag or correction, we take the trade. If the price start to consolidate here, mostly we need to know about the flat and the price still can drop. Okay, because right now we see the first divergence. We want to see if the price continue and drop, we see the continuation as of losing the momentum. It can give us better confirmation for price to reverse. Okay, right now the only thing is we're looking at this one. All right. Even right now, we cannot look for sell or buy because if he wants to, because we are more interested to look for buy. Even if he wants to look for buy, if I remove everything, the only way is to put our entry above the top. Okay. But even if put our entry above the top, what I mean by the top is somewhere around 38 300. All right. Even if the price we put at the top, the only things we wants to see the price sharply break and continue. But mostly when we see this kind of the move, we cannot get that. All right. That's why if we wants to look for the reversal, we need to see the sharp move flag. We take the trade. Rather than that, having entry above the top can be an option, but it's very risky. Simply, the price can take and drop. Mostly, it doesn't give us a really good trade setup because if the price to consolidate here, as I mentioned, we can look for the flat and still we can expect the price to drop. For sure, if we get this situation, we see the confirmation about the flat and the price drop with the divergence, it can give us better confirmation for us to look for buy, go for long. All right. But right now, even if the price reverse, continue or drop, we don't see any trade setup. We don't have any trade setup. All it depends what we will get here. We just need to follow the chart and we see how we can get the trade. Whether we get the corrective move for price to drop or as a sharp move reversal with the flag or we take the trade for buy. Okay. Right now we mentioned how we are looking at the trade and the only thing says the price dropped to the zone what we were expected. From now we want to see whether we can get the reversal, we can look for the trade setup or not. Okay. And if I move to 15 minutes, as what we can see here, what I see is a sharp move correction. All right. Technically the price can drop, but we are not going to sell it because even we get the price drop is a short term sell. Right. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup, and right now I mentioned how we can look for the chart. Actually, I'm not going to give a signal here. I'm just letting you how we can look at the chart and how we can expect the next move. And if we get, then from there we look for trade. All right. But for me, if I get the corrective move, deeper corrective move, not what I have, I will look for sell. And this sell I consider as a short term because I'm sure after the next down move I will see the divergence. But if I get the any reversal as a sharp move flag, I will take the trade. I will look for buy, and with the breakout of desktop, which is around 39600, I will start to manage the trade because in the bigger time frame, based on forward chart, I'm looking at this flat. That's mean for the long term. I mean, based on forward chart, if I get any trade setup for buy, technically I will take it. This is what I'm looking for. But based on lower time frame, any trade if we get is a short term trade, either buy or sell. And I mentioned how we can look for trade. But right now we don't have any trade setup either for buy or sell. Okay. And sometimes may we get the trade setup for buy from here as a sharp move flag. If we get the trade, we see it's not moving in our direction. We take out the trade, then from there we can expect the price to drop, similar to what we get here. If anyone get the buy from here, for example, after they see this sharp move and the corrective move, this is where they should move their stop loss to break even. As we can see the price drop. After that, they get the opportunity to look for sell. All right. That's why any trade is a short-term sell, the short-term trade, because the way right now the market is moving is not in the one direction. We are within the we are within the correction in the bigger time frame. Okay. That's when most of the trades we get is a short-term trade. It doesn't mean we are not going to take the trade. Mostly we are looking for the buy. We take the trade if it's not moving in our direction, just we take out the trade. All right. As I mentioned, if we get a trade for me, if I see within the 3 to 4 hours is not moving in my direction, if can move, I move my sub loss to break even and just let it go. If it didn't move in my direction, at least I protect my account. If I cannot move my stop loss to break even, I will take out the trade. Okay. And right now we are looking, the best things is what I prefer. If I get the one move up, I see the internal flat for the price to drop. If we see the reversal, what I mean by the reversal, the first things we look at the divergence, and then I see the sharp move flag, I will take the trade. Okay, and right now we don't have any trade set up. And even if we get a reversal, we take the trade and with the breakout of the previous stop, which if I put my line here, 39600, 39600, we start to manage it. All right, but we want to see whether we can get any trade set up within this range or not. Okay, in this case we just follow the chart, and if I see any update or any trade setup I will share. And right now, as I mentioned, what we have here, it doesn't give us a trade setup. All right, even if the price drop, we cannot sell. We don't have any reason to go for the short. All right, unless this one turn to a deeper move with a sharp move flag, we take the trade. Okay, and even if you wants to look for buy, we need to see the sharp move flag, we take the trade, and with the breakout of the previous top, we start to manage. Because whatever we're looking at this is a short-term trade, but based on a higher time frame, as I mentioned, we're looking for the flat. We are more interested to look for buy right rather than the sell. Okay, in this case we just follow the chart. If I see any update or any trade setup that can confirm the next move, I will share. Thanks.